Why don't you go ahead?
1 second. All right. Deron, another tough one. What was that moment at the end of the game, enjoying the win with the students? What does that group mean to you, fellow students?
It means everything. Dayton 6 does a great job. The Red Scare, what you guys call it, they're great. They're great. They're there for us every game, especially every home game, and they're just loud and they really help us. So I always try to give back.
What's that little dance you did?
I was just playing around. That was funny. The Fordham players were kind of bumping into us, so we are just playing around.
So what happened at the beginning of the game with Fordham? They were trying to do their dunk or something? Or?
Yeah, we usually come through the baseline, dap everybody up before we line up on the free throw lineup for the Pledge of Allegiance, and they moved us out the way, so they give a path, and they did the dunk right in front of our face. So yeah, we took that personal. So.
Remembering that moment at the end when you guys were trying to pull away and win that game?
Yeah. That's they compete. They do a very good job. That's a good team. So a lot of respect for them. But it was just fun. Just all part of the game.
We're on a little bit of a different script from Tuesday. Second half is where you guys had to make up some ground.
Mm-hmm.
Is that just how this team is able to just show its versatility? First half battles on Tuesday, second half battles today.
Right. It just depends. We're gonna face some type of adversity every game, and this adversity came in the second half mostly. So we just had to find ways to pull out the win, and I think we did a good job with doing that.
Looked like the defense was struggling against tough at times tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Fordham was playing well, but what kind of different things did you guys do throughout?
No, yeah, props to Fordham. They played hard, they played good. We just had to make adjustments. Closing out on shooters, not letting them get easy touches. So that was pretty much the adjustment we made.
Javon, you had a pretty good bounce back moment.
Mm-hmm.
Drove the lane, seemingly had an open bucket. They swatted you away, but answered right away with the three.
Yeah,
that's just something that no matter what happens, you guys are able to just.
No, yeah, next play mentality. That's how I always play. Just next play. You never know when you're gonna get the next opportunity. So I just took advantage of it. So.
Does it feel like you're getting everybody's best shot, or Fordham plays better from away from
home? Yeah. They that's a great team. Like I said, they always compete very hard. So respect to Fordham. All their wins on the road in conference, which is actually pretty impressive. So great team, and like I said before, we're gonna get everybody's best shot. And just with wearing Dayton across their chest, where everybody's gonna be coming at us. So I think we did a pretty good job of understanding that this game.
At any point, are you guys feeling nervous or feeling the pressure at all, in a game like that?
There are always times where nerves come into play, which is good. You want to be a little nervous, but just not too nervous. And you also don't want to be not emotional at all. You want to be kind of in the middle, to perform pretty good.
Ron, this is one of several games here where you kind of put your stamp on it at the end of the game where you feeling like, I got to take over here. I got to do something.
Yeah, that's all just trust for my teammates. My goal is to just try to get the win. So I'm going to do whatever I can. Some nights it's going to be me trying to score a little bit more. Some nights it's me facilitating, and some nights it's me being the anchor more on the defensive end. But I just have to stay consistent with everything and just try to be more of a winner.
Javon, you got hurt at the end of Tuesday's game. Was there any chance you might not play tonight?
No, yeah, I worked with Mike, our trainer, and Shelby, and Casey. We were debating on whether I was going to play. It just the support I got, the treatment I got really was helpful, and I was able to play. So I'm thankful for them.
When was the decision made that you could play?
It was pretty much a game time decision. I had a workout. I didn't really practice, and then I had a workout, yesterday to see how I feel, and it felt good. And then we went this morning, and it felt good. So they was all right with it.
You guys realize how much fans obsess over your injuries?
Yeah,
no. Do you walk around campus and people looking at your boot?
Yeah, they were looking at my boot. I try to, keep a steady head, but it's all good.
You still have the boot on yesterday?
I did. I had it on yesterday.
Did it feel good out there today? It didn't look.
No, yeah, no, I felt good. Like I said, they tested it out yesterday and said how I felt, and it was good. So.
Was it your ankle?
Yeah, I twisted my ankle.
So you had a boot on this morning too?
No, they didn't make me wear it this morning, but pretty much all the days after the game, I was wearing a boot except yesterday.
You've been growing that mustache all year.
You like it? I'm trying to get like yours. I'm trying to get like yours. See all that? You see? I'm trying to get like yours a little bit. But yeah.
Makes you look older.
Appreciate that.
This could be for both of you guys, but you guys are now 13-0 here at home this season. Just speak on what it means to do that, play well in front of the fans, and when they get loud and and they're giving you guys all that energy, and you guys are, perfect so far on this one court.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Home court advantage here is amazing, but it just shows how hard of work we've put in and night out. So we're going to always come out here and compete, especially at home. Coach has the rule, don't lose at home. So he's gone by that. So I think we did a pretty good job of it.
Duran, that question I asked Duran, just where he can take over at the end of the game, do you agree with that, or what do you say?
No, yeah, we know what Deuce can do, and we have the ultimate confidence in him. He's going to help us win the game, and he's going to need the ball in certain positions and certain opportunities, and we're going to get it to him to help us win the game. So that's what we do.
Ron, I noticed at the end the students were chanting MVP and you were fist pumping in sync with them. What has allowed you to be so successful this year and picking up where you left off from last year?
Just working on different parts of my game, honestly, and just learning from the neck up and just trying to understand what I need to do to become a better player and a better winner, and everything else just comes with time, so I've just been where my feet are and slowly just trying to get better.
Javon, with Malachi going down, I mean, this guy really saved you guys, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Javon, especially over the summer, like I remember we were playing a lot of pickup games. He competed like very well, knocking down threes. He's like he gave me a very tough layup. I'm like, wow, this kid can hoop. So he's done everything for us, and he's been a great facilitator, great point guard. Head of the snake, he does a very good job. So very proud of him.
How important is next Wednesday's game, road game against the team in the top half of the standings after losing at VCU?
Very important. That's just we got to have that next game mentality. So we're gonna enjoy it tonight, flush it, and then move on and get ready for our next opponent. And no road game is gonna be easy, especially in this conference. Like I said before, a lot of teams are coming after us, so we have to make sure we're locked in, do what we need to do to get the win.
And what would a regular season championship mean? You guys are on top right now, but a lot of teams fight for that first spot.
It will mean everything, honestly. It'll be great, just to show how hard we work. But we have full confidence that we're going to get it. But if we don't, it's not the end of the world for us. We got bigger goals as well. So we just want to keep working hard. That's our goal, is just to work on ourselves,
Ron, you said that St. Joe's student section talks the most smack. From your memory, where does George Mason fans rank among that?
They're like in the middle. I don't remember them talking too much. It's usually the Philly fans. So St. Joe's, they really had it. I don't remember. St. Louis does it pretty well too, but George Mason right in the middle.
Anything else? All right, thanks, fellas.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, you're spread too long. Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't shove that. Yeah, I was surprised they didn't do it during the training camp, But I think the ownership wanted to see how it played out.
George Davies going to take over as full-time GM or just temporary?
Who?
John Davies.
JD. I think JD is like doing hockey operations.
Yeah, he used to have me in hockey off,
They really weren't doing anything. Those two guys got there. Brendan came from St. Louis. And they went to St. Louis and turned that franchise around.
He's really good with player stuff.
Yeah, he is. I told JD one time, I remember when he did those old beer commercials, he said, "You must be as old as I am, as I am." You remember the beer commercials?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because he was the Flyers goalie, right?
Rangers.
Rangers.
Yeah. And JD's a good guy, too. I bet the Rangers wish they had never fired him, you know? But that owner, you
He's a
know,
good guy, yeah.
yeah, the owner is very impatient.
Easier to talk to than Yarmo, that's for sure.
Yeah, Jarl's kind of guarded. I don't think he trusts people, you know? You know, JD's very personable.
Hey, appreciate it. We need to wait. We need to wait on them. Well, I felt like Fordham is for us a challenging prep because they do a lot in terms of the different defenses they play. Keith does a great job of getting the guys to play with great effort and great energy, and I thought today was no different what we expected. I thought in the first half, the guys did a good job of playing in rhythm. They had success offensively. Their players stepped up and did some good things. I thought we were in a good rhythm. And then in the second half, their changing defenses kind of broke that rhythm, and it was a back and forth game. But I thought the last 5 minutes, our guys kind of locked in terms of the things we needed to do offensively and defensively. On a night when we weren't as stellar as we would have liked offensively in the second half, we were able to get to the free throw line. We were able to knock down free throws. I thought their ability to get second shots, in the first half, and then in the second half specifically, kind of kept the game in balance there. So at the end of the game, last couple of minutes, we got some big rebounds. We were able to convert those to free throws, and fortunately, we were able to come out with the victory.
What did you think of your zone there in the second half? Was that
Yeah, I thought it was needed because of the foul trouble. We had Elvis picked up his third first minute of the second half, and then Nate picked up his third like a minute later. We weren't necessarily playing with great rhythm with those two guys off the floor that early in the second half. So we had to bring them back probably earlier than we would have liked, and they were able to stay on the floor. We felt like the zone was the best way to kind of protect them. I thought it did some good things for us, kind of got them out of rhythm a little bit. They got in a little bit of a rhythm there with some twos, some second shots that led to threes. Our base defense is always going to be our man. And so we were able to finish the game with those guys on the floor with our man.
Bennett's performance, especially kind of a game time decision.
Right. Yeah, he did a great job of our training staff and him of getting himself ready. He wasn't able to obviously practice the last couple of days and go through the prep for today. Basically, last night, he was deemed healthy enough to play in the game. So I thought just his ability to know from a scouting standpoint what we needed to do on both sides was good. Like I said, the prep for them, you had to prepare for a lot of different looks from a defensive standpoint, was really important. So I thought just from that standpoint, he did a very good job today, and obviously, was able to make some plays that really helped us.
Ron is really enjoying himself there. You see him celebrating with the students after the game. Is that just his personality?
Yeah, and that's great to see. That's what it should be. And I think sometimes, like I think you asked me last week about my focus, right, and where my head is, and I told him, hey, let me be the grumpy old man that's just locked in and focused. You guys enjoy this, man. What you're doing, enjoy it. Have fun with it. It's a game, right? It's a game. So I want them to enjoy it. On a day where we didn't necessarily play great, and I think individually some guys feel like, hey, I wanted to do better. Man, you found a way to put yourself in a position where you're undefeated at home. You got your 21st win. You control your destiny moving forward in terms of playing for a championship in the regular season, trying to get a number 1 seed heading into the tournament, and all the things that you've worked and sacrificed to do are in front of you, man. That's fun. That's great. So enjoy that, and so, the ability to be able to do that in a way that doesn't distract from what we got to do on the court, I'm all for it.
How much does that regular season championship you're chasing mean to you guys? NCAA tournament
Means a lot, man. When you set goals, you work to achieve those goals. Means the world, right? Like, that's big. That's one game at a time. One game at a time. And we get that goal, then the other goals kind of step up and they fall in place for you. Yeah. So we focus on one game at a time, one goal, one vision, the whole thing. That's important.
Coach, you mentioned a little bit already, but we asked Duran about being undefeated at home and said, you have a little don't lose at home. What does a 13-0 stand so far this season and the way this crowd fuels you guys?
Yeah, I mean, the crowd is awesome. It's a big part of our ability to have success. I'll say this, and this is a tribute to our fan base and to what we have. Man, teams get excited to come here and play, and so, I'm not, with Fordham's team. They played really well. They played a really good basketball game today. They have the opportunity to come into a place like this and this environment as a competitor. You relish that, and especially if you don't see that on a regular basis. So they stepped up. Our guys were able to answer the bell, with their, one of their best shots. And so, I think it means a lot to our guys to protect our home court. Again, the goals we set, that was one of them, to make sure we took care of our business at home. And so, we're still in position to achieve that goal as well.
There was a moment, final seconds, the fans were directing a chant of MVP toward Duran, and Duran appeared to be fist pumping in sync with it. What have you seen in terms of what he's been able to do this season specifically as he's grown over his time here?
Well, I think just you answered your question. I think he's really grown as a player over the course of 3 years. I think just the experiences that he's been through from walking on the court as a young 19-year-old freshman, playing against some experienced older guys, and understanding what he needed to be able to do to compete and help the team as a college freshman. And I thought he grew over the course of that season. And then last year, being the guy that pretty much everybody targeted in terms of, throwing double teams at him and aligning their defense to limit and contain and stop them. That was new. I thought he handled that well. And so he's added some things this year to his game, and he's able to do more things. And I think that's the way it's supposed to be. Right. And I don't think he's anywhere near the player he's going to be, so he continues to grow and continues to get better.
How big of a test is the next game that George Mason teaches the last 2 years coming off an 8-day break?
Yeah, I mean, they're all big. It's the next game on our schedule, and it's a road game, and I'm sure it'll be a great environment. I haven't been able to see a whole lot of them, but I know they're doing a really good job in terms of the success they're enjoying as a team, and they've got really talented players. We'll spend the next few days getting as familiar as we possibly can with them and what they do. And, we'll go on the road and the goal is to go out and get a win.
Any other questions? Thank you, Coach.
What do you think of Bennett's mustache? He said he grew that to look more mature. Is it working?
Honestly, if you want me to be honest, I didn't even know he had a mustache.
You did?
No.
You are lucky.
Does he have a mustache for real?
Yeah.
It's new?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Take your word for it.
Pencil thin.